Hi guys, this is Millie. I'm mirroring this video from Shaking My Head. I think it's Shaking My Head Productions, but I thought this was really important to all you who have children who are thinking of sending them to school. Don't do it. The measures they are taking is psychological warfare. All you have to do is look up a psychology book and see that keeping children separate, locked down, unable to see each other, unable to interact with each other, damages their psyche. Anyway, let me turn the volume up and I'll start this video.
So we're continuing our discussion about schools. Are they looking more like prisons?
Whatever happens in that room, show no reaction, no emotion, no surprise. No matter what you see, do not move.
What will I see?
Today it's a 101 on germs and COVID-19. Even an excerpt of Matt Damon from the movie Contagion. Nothing's perfect. Not all the kids remember to wear their masks.
My name is Robin. I'm from Minnesota in the USA, and I am here at Dajia as a Fulbright English teaching assistant. The washing hands seems to be really crucial, and I love how this school has announcements, I think, at the beginning of each class period. The students usually don't enter the classroom until about a minute into class because they're all busy washing their hands outside.
An added measure at Peggy's school? This girl's name, Mabel, but her official title? Student Chief Disinfectant Officer. And at lunchtime?
I love how the school sets up the yellow divider boards to keep students a little bit separated from each other's airspace.
The government provided thermometers, disinfectants, and face masks to all schools.
Turn now to our GMA cover story. The American Association of Pediatrics is strongly recommending that kids go back to school in the fall, but what will classrooms look like? So Becky Worley, she joins us from San Francisco with a look at some states and how they are preparing. Good morning there, Becky.
Good morning, Robin. I feel like our family has just come up for air this summer after the great digital learning experiment of 2020. So contemplating a return to distance learning in the fall? Oh, please no. Many parents, like me, are ready for their kids to get back to the classroom, but how can schools do it safely? For the Pitts family with 3 school-age children and a toddler, distance learning was a lot.
Being at home alone with 4 kids every day and trying to work
a full to full and a half time job is not it's not easy.
And while Mom Christine is desperate for them to be back in the classroom,
Also a little bit scared and nervous about her getting sick.
so what's realistic this fall?
I do think it is very important that students get back to school for social, psychological, as well as intellectual development.
The American Academy of Pediatrics mirrors that sentiment, saying start with the goal of having students physically present in school. But
safety first. No school opens unless it's safe to do so.
educators like California's school superintendent Tony Thurmond are clear that things have to be different.
Most important, keeping class sizes small. We also know that that means that students may be eating lunch at their desk. It also means that we give a lot of thought to a blended model of in-class instruction and some distance learning.
In Tennessee, this school board member tweeting a picture showing face shields that are being considered for some teachers and students. And as schools in Asia and Europe have gone back to campus, we see other precautions, checking for fevers, disinfecting belongings, kids wearing masks, and those tiny face shields. The scale of preparing for these changes is huge.
We're thinking about 14 million face cloths, more than 2.4 million face shields, and more than 143,000 gallons of hand sanitizer. That's a lot of personal protective equipment, but that's what it takes to help keep our students safe with 6 million students in our state.
And the options to socially distance, splitting the student body in half and doing 1 week on, 1 week off, or mornings and afternoons, maybe partial digital learning from home, outdoor classes, or multiple lunch and recess periods. And all of this will cost money, leaving educators and parents preparing for a bouncy ride until the start of school in the fall. Educators say one group of kids who are most vital to get back in the classroom, younger children. Distance learning is not proving as effective for kindergarten through 5th grade learners. And George, it's incredibly taxing for families with kids at that age.
I was just thinking about that. No question about that, Becky. Thanks very much.
You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Matrix. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room.
The world's biggest mobile trade show in Barcelona is about much more than just mobile phones. The future, according to Mark Zuckerberg, is virtual reality. The Facebook boss surprised audiences as he took to the stage at the new Samsung Galaxy launch show.
You know, I started learning how to program computers when I was 11 years old. And I still remember sitting in my middle school math class, writing out code in my notebook, because I didn't have a computer with me, and drawing sketches of a world where instead of just navigating to 2D websites, you could transport yourself entirely to a whole nother place and feel like you were really there in reality.
With the process likely intensified by the rise in the cost of energy that has strained business and household purchasing power. Purchases of durable goods and domestic and capital equipment declined for the quarter because the substantial slowdown was not anticipated by businesses. It induced some backup in inventories despite more advanced technologies which had adjust production levels more rapidly to changing. Inventory sales ratios rose only moderately. Even after the policy actions taken in January, the risks continue skewed toward the economy's remaining on a path inconsistent with satisfactory economic performance. Crucial to the assessment of the outlook and the understanding of recent policy optimism is the role of the technological change of productivity and shaped near-term forces of long-term sustainable growth, perceptible for sustainable and increasing short-term business profits have softened considerably. Most corporate managers appear not to have altered their appreciable extent to any of the long-standing optimism about the future returns. A recent survey of purchasing managers
Just a reflex.
present that the wave of new online business-to-business activities is far from cresting. Corporate managers prepare to remain the market leader and organization continue to enhance products and
And since then, I've been interested in this idea of virtual reality, and I've been waiting for the day to come when we can deliver this experience. Now, today, thanks to this partnership between Samsung and Facebook, this is now possible, and that day is here.
According to Zuckerberg, Samsung's Gear virtual reality system is the natural partner for his plans to bring more virtual reality to Facebook. The show in Barcelona took the airs of a sci-fi movie at times as audience members were given VR headsets to watch the opening presentation video.
You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
Life is Diane you in Redmond, Washington.
The FOMC reduced its target federal funds rate by 1.5%, accordingly to its current level of 5.5%. Accordingly to Boston Financial.
Zuckerberg said he also wants to use Samsung's technology to drive 360-degree video content.
So, over the last year, we've been working to make Facebook the best platform for 360 videos. And video is already some of the most engaging content that you'll see online. There are already, every day, more than 100 million hours of video content are watched on Facebook. But 360 videos are even more immersive. Because you aren't just watching passively, you feel like you're actually there.
Conditions, the Federal Reserve has quickened the pace of adjustment for its policy. In conclusion, a cautious approach is always the best strategy. Thank you for your attention.
Excuse me. Do you have the time?
What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Well, I'll put a link to this video in my description. Think about it. Really think about what they're doing to your kids. God bless you all. Bye-bye.